Good afternoon, world. Good afternoon, world. This is Ivan O'Mara. I hope you guys enjoy my video. But yes, I talked about Skysers. Yeah. That was a sick video, Ivan. Yes. Hope you enjoyed my video. Today I'm gonna make a 1 hour video because I want to watch Rad Brad. He uploaded a game called I forget what it's called. It's a new game. It's pretty good. His other games right now it's pretty much a slow period for games. The beginning of the year, Rabbit had a lot of big games coming out. You had Harry Potter, you had Dead Island, you had Star Wars. I love the Star Wars game. You had all those big games coming out. Obviously, we had all those big games coming out, and after that, it's been like quiet. But the fall in September or October, that's when all the big games are coming out. Like Silent Hill 2 Remake, Alone in the Dark, Spider-Man 2, PS5. Those are 3 big games that are coming out. I think there's other games, big games are coming out too. So I'm excited for the fall. I'm going to binge some Rad Brad. So I'm only going to make a 1 hour video because I'm tired. I have work at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow, so I didn't go on the treadmill yesterday, so I took 4 days off, so I'm going to go today. I keep procrastinating. I'm going to go on the treadmill tonight. Today is my cheat day. I'm going to eat the junk food, but I'm going to go on the treadmill afterwards. I have to go early, like at 10:30, maybe 11. I got to go on the treadmill. And I got to go to bed early because I got work at 8:30, and I work Saturday and I work Sunday too. I work all week, which is good because my next paycheck will be like $900, right? I got a bigger paycheck. Yeah. What about 1,000? The only way I can get paid 1,000 is if I work 6+ days. If I work 6 days a week, then I'll get paid like $1,000. But I don't want to work 6 days. It's too stressing on my body. But the other dishwasher is now at school, so he's only part-time. He's only working weekends now. I'm their full-time guy. I'm their full-time dishwasher because I don't go to school. That's why I'm their full-time dishwasher in Sarah. Yeah, I went online yesterday. I made an error. It doesn't take 1 month to get your bike license in Quebec. It takes like 11 months. It takes like a year. It's the same time as same amount of time as driving. So I'm not gonna do the bike license. If it takes me, I'm gonna call them up and ask them how long does it take to do your bike license. If they say like 1-2 months, I'm probably gonna go for it. If it's like 11 to 12 months, I'll just finish my driving license either this year or next year, or I'll just wait till I pay the fee because I don't really need a car right now. I don't really need a car, right? I don't really go out. I don't really go out that much. When I'm king, I'm gonna need to drive. I want to drive my own car. Me and VJ don't even have to drive. We can just hire limo service, but I want to have my own cars and everything. I want to drive my own nice fucking cars, obviously. So I'm probably gonna end up getting like an electric scooter, or like an electric bike or something like a $2,000-$2,500 electric scooter, electric bike. I can take my scooter to work. I can just get that instead. But in the summer and fall and spring, I can just take my scooter to work. But make sure you bring a lock for your electric bike and scooter because people can steal that. Especially the electric scooters, electric bikes. Someone sees that, they're gonna steal it because everyone, an electric scooter is fucking fun. It's a cool thing to have, obviously. There, it's really cool, obviously. Sincere. Yeah. Yeah, guys, what you saw from Incredibles, that's how top notch me and VG Scarps is coming, man. It's only top notch. A 300, like 30, 40, 50 million dollar con. I'm probably gonna put more money into it. Maybe 350 million I'll put towards my con. I'm gonna pimp it out. Those automatic doors, yeah, like those stuff for Incredibles, yeah, something beautiful. Yeah. So like Incredibles, yeah, picture like Incredibles, except Incredibles, it was so high tech whereby they had the jet go on the water. I'm not gonna have my jet like go on the water and all stuff. No, but I'm gonna have my nice Grand like I'm gonna put like 200 million towards my Grand property. That's unheard of. Obviously, I'm gonna pimp out my property. Yeah, pimp out my buildings. For what? For $5 million, you can build a very very nice office for yourself for $5 million. Imagine $30 million going towards my office. That's high tech, man. And like 2 million going towards my computer software technology. You want automatic doors in your office? Yes. I want automatic doors in my office too. That's gonna be top notch. These doors that open, yeah. I want an advanced payment system with a GPS. You have received $125,000. John Boyega, you have received $125,000. He's like, holy shit. For the term of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson, you have received $1.8 million. He gets his bi-weekly check for the like 11 months of shooting. Yeah, Peter gets his like $2 million check every 2 weeks. Yeah. Avon Joseph, you have received $90,000. They ain't fat checks, those the actors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. Eric Chong, you have received $5,000. He gets his $5,000 check every 2 weeks. Yeah. Nothing about how much the actors are making, but for he's an upper class. He's living the rich life, obviously. Eric Chong. So Eric Chong achieved his dream, obviously, right? He won MasterChef, and he won $100,000 in MasterChef, and he trained under Alvin, and now he co-owns a restaurant with him. He's already successful. He's probably making 60, 70, 80K a year owning that restaurant. So he's already successful. But if he works for my company and owns that restaurant, he achieved his dream as a chef. It doesn't get any bigger working for Ivan and Victoria Justice. Samsara. Skysys will be the biggest one brand entering the industry. And most head chefs in the world don't make 200K. They make like 40, 50, 60K. The only ones who make like 100, 150, 200K are the ones who work at high end restaurants. Like Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, Wolfgang Puck. Those guys' restaurants who have like Michelin stars, those chefs are the ones who make their six figures. Whereas the ones who work at the other restaurants who don't have Michelin stars, good successful restaurants, but not like big restaurants like Gordon Ramsay's restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Graham, whatever his name is, the Graham guy. If you work at those restaurants, those chefs get paid more money. Because those restaurants make a lot of money. Samsara. That's why Eric Chong achieved his dream. Because I had 95% chance I'm going to hire Eric Chong as one of my head chefs, obviously. He's the most qualified guy, I think, to do my head chef. He trained under Alvin, man. And Alvin's one of the best chefs in the world. He's not Gordon Ramsay, but he's up there. He's one of the best chefs in the world, man. I think he has like 3 Michelin stars in his restaurants. He's a successful restaurant, yeah, a successful chef, yeah. He's from China, like Eric Chong. He's Chinese, like Eric, and yeah. You remember Eric Chong? Yeah, I remember watching him on MasterChef Canada 9 years ago, in 2014, when the first season aired. I saw I saw the first 4 seasons of MasterChef Canada. And I remember Eric Chong. He won the first season, and he's the most successful. Eric Chong is probably the most successful MasterChef winner. And out of all the shows, like out of all the MasterChef shows, like the U.S. one, Australia one, and a Canadian one, Eric Chong is the most successful one because Eric Chong trained under one of the chefs, man, and he co-owns a restaurant with one of the chefs. No other MasterChef co-owns a restaurant with one of those judges. No, Eric Chong is the most successful MasterChef winner, and he will be the most successful MasterChef winner because he's going to be working for my company. He's making a lot of money. 200, 400, like $30,000 deal. 200K year salary. That's for 2 years of work. 200K yearly salary for 2 years of work. It's a good deal, man. It's a lot of money. It's walking away with like 400, 200, like 50K in his bank after 2 years of work. Yeah, a lot of money in his bank. Will he be living the rich life? Yes, he'll be living the rich life. Not the celebrity life, like the actors, but he's living the rich life, obviously. He can buy his high-end condo, his nice, like, $500,000, $600,000 house in Toronto. Or condo. He can get his nice cars, too, like a $60,000 Porsche, Benz, BMW. He's living a rich life. But he's not living the celebrity life, but he's living the upper-class rich life, obviously. He's part of the 1%. Ivan, how much money you have to make a year to be part of the 1%? Like, I don't know, 180K plus thousand. If you make 180,000 plus a year, 200 plus thousand a year, you're part of the 1%. Because you're not, those guys are rich, obviously. Whereas if you make 150, 100K, you're upper class, but you're not part of the 1%. If you make 200K plus thousand a year, you're upper class. You're part of the 1% pretty much. Because most people in the world don't make that. Sometimes they make their 60, don't hate me, so they're 50, 60, 70K a year. And that's why all the owners around the world who own restaurants, they want that head chef job so bad. Because most restaurant owners, all the owners who own restaurants who are line cooks, who work in the kitchen, obviously, they all wish they can get that head chef job because they know Ivan's company is a ticket out of the average life. They can live the rich life, obviously. Like, when I mean they're going to be really rich, they're going to be rich because they're making money off their restaurant at the same time they're making money off working for Ivan's company. So, Sarah. But the chef, if the owner makes 60K owning that restaurant, obviously he's making his 60K owning the rest at the same time he's also making his $430,000 working for Ivan for 2 years. So he made $500,000 plus for himself, which is $300,000 after tax, $300,000 in his bank. He's now rich, living a rich life, like buying his $500,000, $400,000, $600,000 house, owning his nice fucking cars. Yeah. I told you there's a dentist clinic right next to where I work, obviously. The guy who owns that clinic, he's a dentist there. He's rich. He has his own Ferrari and his own Lamborghini. So my guess is that guy probably makes $250,000, $300K a year plus to afford those cars, obviously. The Lamborghini and Ferrari he has is a cheaper Ferrari and Lamborghini, but still a nice fucking car. That's probably like a $65,000 like Ferrari and like $67,000 Lamborghini. The cheaper ones, but if the fact that he can afford that, he's obviously making his 200 plus, 250,000 plus a year, at least. Yeah, man. So even though that dentist is not a celebrity, he's an upper class person. He's living the rich. He's part of the 1%. He's living the rich life. That's the kind of life Eric will be living. Samsara, a rich life. Yeah, man. Obviously, now work hard for me. Obviously, you'll work hard for me in VJ. He'll work hard. Hence why all these owners around the world who own restaurants, they want that head chef job so bad because they know that's a ticket out of the average life, obviously. Well, that's Eric. How it's going to work is you plan the menu and then you go back to Toronto. You work in your restaurant for 2 years, and then you have to prep for the third year. I'll be flying you and your other two chefs and all the other crewmen to Switzerland. Now you have to work for me for 2 years. So you need someone to run your restaurant while you're away working. And I think Eric Chong has a sous chef. If you don't have a sous chef, you're going to have to get one of your line guys to run it for you, obviously. Because you can easily have your line guys be your supervisor and run the restaurant for you while you're away. Obviously, because some owners are cheap. They don't want to hire a manager and pay him $40K a year. No, I'll just have one of my line guys run the restaurant on their behalf while they're away, obviously. Ivan, will Eric Chong's R&D restaurant be their priority or your Skysource company? My Skysource company will be his priority, obviously, because he's making more money. His restaurant's a priority, obviously, but he's gonna take Skysource more seriously because Skysource is his bigger paycheck, right? He's making more money working for me than he is owning the restaurant. My guess is he makes maybe 60, 70, 80K owning the restaurant. He doesn't make 200K owning that restaurant. No, most likely he makes like, because don't forget, Alvin is his partner. So the profit they're making is they're splitting it together, right? My guess, Eric makes 60. Alvin probably takes in 60K owning that restaurant too. The restaurant might do maybe 150K profit. They split the salary in half, 70K each, and yeah, that's how it works. Because Alvin's his partner, right? Yeah. So my guess, the 100 grand that Eric Chong won on the show, he used some of that to open the restaurant with Alvin in Toronto. R&D, right? You walk up to one of your restaurants, oh yeah, that's probably what he did with his money. Obviously. And I want my head chefs to be Canadian. You have to be a Canadian citizen to work for my company. The other guys don't have to be Canadian, but the head chefs, I want them to be Canadian. That way it's easier for them with their restaurants, that kind of stuff. It's easier for them, Sarah. You don't have to worry about the rates. Yeah. That's why we can be so bossy, man. We boss, man. Me, we're gonna be boss, obviously. Ivan, why do all the head chefs in the world why do all the owners in the world who are line cooks and or head chefs in the world want that job so bad? Because they don't make that. Chances are they don't make that. Most chefs will never make that kind of money, and they know if they get that SkySource job, they achieve their dream. They're now living their rich life. As all these average people around the world, their goal is to make everyone's ultimate goal is to be a millionaire. Obviously, I remember when I was young, I'm like, I hope I can be a millionaire someday. And the whole time, the son of God, I can make my easy billions. Crazy story, huh? I wish I could be a millionaire like Will Smith and be a movie star. I'm bigger than Will Smith the whole time. It's actually funny, I'm saying. Yeah. All these average people around the world, their goal is to be a millionaire. Because they know it's highly unlikely, they want to at least make at least 100 plus thousand a year. You know what I'm saying? Or 100, 150, 200K a year. 250K a year, that's their goal, is to make that kind of money, but it's not easy making that kind of money in this world. I'm talking to the people who own businesses. The ones who own restaurants, their goal is to make 100, 200K a year, but chances are that they don't make that. They're going to make their 60, 50, 70, don't hate me, it's an 80K a year owning a restaurant. Only way you can make 100 plus thousand a year owning a restaurant, you have to own multiple. You have to own at least 2 plus restaurants if you want to have a shot at making your 100, 150K a year. If not, chances are you're not going to make 100K. You're going to make probably 50, 60, 70, 80K a year owning a restaurant. Which is good money, obviously, but they want to hit that that 6-figure salary, that 100, 150, 200K salary. But it's not easy. Hence why everyone hates on me with the keys. Because I have the keys. I'm a son of God. I'm a walking money machine. I can make easy money. Everything is easy for me. I'll put a video on YouTube. The whole world's tuning in. Easy money, man. Yeah. I write my book. I have the keys. Everyone knows about my book. They all buy my book. Yeah, I can make easy money. They can't. Samsara? They can't, Samsara. Yeah. And that's why everyone hates me with the keys. Because they're jealous, obviously. They envy me, obviously. Yeah. Samsara. Samsara, yeah. Do you know who the other 2 head chefs are going to be? I don't know. You guys have to send in your resumes. Obviously. I'm going to qualify. To qualify for the head chef position, you have to own a restaurant, obviously, when you apply. And you actually have to be a head chef. If you're a line cook, you're out. I'm not going to have a guy who's not a chef at a restaurant. No, he has to be a chef. Professional head chef. Trained head chef. Samsara. Yeah. That way me and John don't hate you guys. That way me and John look at a bunch of resumes. Samsara. You could have Alvin be one of your chefs, but Alvin's gonna demand like the Alvin chef is gonna demand like a $1 million deal. He's gonna ask for like $500,000 salary or something. He's greedy. He's bigger than Eric. He's like, yo, Ivan, I'm not gonna work for you for any less than $500K a year, Ivan. And the Claudio guy's probably cheaper. He's not as big as Alvin. He might demand maybe $250K a year, like a $500K deal. He'll demand. I told you, you don't want to do a thing where you have 3 chefs and you're all paying them different salaries. Eric can be a bit pissed off. What the fuck? You're paying him more. You won't really care, but what the fuck? You're paying these guys more than me. You're better off having your 3 chefs and paying them all the same. Samsara. I don't know who my other 2 head chefs are going to be. That remains to be seen. You guys have to send your resumes, obviously. Samsara. Obviously. And Peter will help me sign, or Mel. They're going to help me sign the head chefs, obviously. Ivan, pay Eric $200K. That's good enough, Mike Peter. Stop being cheap and greedy. No, pay him his $4,000. Ivan, you're crazy like Mike Peter. He's my head chef. He's working with the biggest brand, and we'll make sure he gets paid. He's going to be doing, he's going to be doing dirty work. He's going to be making food 7 days a week, 3 times a day, prepping a shitload of food, and stocking all the food in the fridge when the delivery trucks come in. It's a lot of work. Make sure you pay Eric a lot of money. That way he lives a great life and he works hard for us. If I pay Eric Chung $200K, he won't work. He'll still work hard. $100K a year is a good paycheck for a chef, but he might slack off a little bit. If you pay him like $200K, he'll work hard because he's making $120K after taxes in his bank. That's a lot of money. $100K after taxes, yeah. A lot of money for Eric Chung, Sarah. Yeah, so the head chefs are the boss over the kitchen, obviously. And then the supervisors for the makeup artists, you have supervisors for the makeup artists, the costume designers, they're all in charge of their own section. You have supervisors for the construction team, the art department, the supervisors for the editing team, the VFX team, they're all in charge of their own section or department. Obviously, and the 7 team are oversee all that. They're the boss over all those guys. And Peter is the boss over everybody, even my 7 team. And me and BJ are the boss over Peter and everyone in the company. We're the fucking big bosses. And we're barely doing any work. Yeah. Me and BJ are not going to be overseeing the business stuff third year. We're going to be set. We're going to be partying it up, doing takeouts, man. Second year, and training. So second year, me and BJ will be training, obviously. Practicing our lines every morning. That's slack work, obviously, and doing the takeouts and partying it up. And so we have to sign the actors and the visual effects team and the cinematographers, and the 2 servers have to sign the rest of the crew. I'm not signing all those guys. You're doing that to the regular. Signing contracts is slack work, but you have to sign the remaining, I don't know, like 1350 crewmen. You have to sign the rest of those guys. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Obviously. Well, Peter will be doing a lot of work. Peter is doing a lot. We're all doing a lot of work, but I told you, the amount of work me, Vij, and Peter are doing is not the kind of work the other guys. The other guys are doing the dirty work, man. The 17 are doing the dirty work. Ferran, Guillermo, Toro, and Barry Osborne are doing dirty work. And the 17. And the crewmen are doing dirty work, man. The costume designers are doing dirty work. Weather Workshop's doing dirty work. The extras is not that much work, but you have to do all the signings for the extras in Switzerland. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. The sign-ups for the extras in Switzerland, yeah, a lot of work. Sarah, it's a lot of work, man. Yeah. A lot of work, Sarah. Yeah. Sarah? Man, I'm tired. Today's my cheat day. I might get Burger King today. I asked my stepmother if she can drive me to Ottawa so we can get Burger King because I can't. McDonald's is getting annoying. I'm craving Burger King. What are you gonna get, Ivan? I'm probably gonna get like a Whopper combo and like 2 Whopper Juniors at Burger King. I haven't had Burger King in a long time, or Wendy's, but I've had McDonald's many times. McDonald's is fucking annoying. It's getting really annoying. Yeah, it's getting annoying. Obviously. Ivan, what about the Amazon? See, what about Amazon? Are they the boss over your crewmen? No, they're my distributors. Obviously, they're me and VJ. They're SkySource partners. Obviously, so SkySource is partnering with Amazon. So I might put an association with Amazon in the credits. You can do that if you want. It says SkySource Entertainment before the movie starts. You say in association with Amazon. Amazon. You can do that if you want in the credits if you want. Like for the trailers, I'm gonna say get it only on 4K Blu-ray, only on Amazon, $109.99. No, say it's like top notch. You hire someone to speak for your company's top notch. Yeah. The last hope for Sadis. Get it only on 4K Blu-ray, only on Amazon, $109.99. That's what he told us. Holy shit, Ivy's company's top notch. Yeah, Ivy's company's top notch. Yeah, man. That's what top notch. Yeah. I'll price Zane's for $110. That's a good deal for you guys for the box set. I don't want to be greedy and Peter. You can price it for $200. You make your money. I'm like, Peter, don't be greedy. No, Amazon will tell me, Ivan, you can price your box set for like $180. I'm like, no, guys, you make more money, Ivan. I'm like, no. Like most people in the world are average people who make 50, 60K. You gotta be considerate. 200K is a pretty big. Ivan, they can afford it. Yes, they can afford it. If you make 50K, you can afford $200. Obviously. Even if you work minimum wage, you can afford $200, but it's a pretty big cut on their budget. Don't be greedy, guys. Like, be considerate. Think about the people. $109.99 is a good deal. $110 is a good deal for the box set. I don't want to be greedy, obviously. At the same time, I'm not going to be stupid and lose money. Like, don't price a box set for $40. You won't make much profit. You got to price it for like $10, or you make a nice profit yourself. But don't be too greedy and price it for like $200. You're being greedy if you do that, Samsara. Before I said 160. 160 is too much. No. Price it for like 110 the box set. That's a good deal for you guys. And the Great Escape I'll price for like $70, $69.99. That's a good deal for you guys. That way I make I know $69.99 is expensive for one movie, obviously. Most movies are usually like $45 when they just get released. But Amazon's taking 20%. That's why I wanna have a bigger profit margin. So I'll price all my other movies after Zane's for like $70. 69.99, 65 to $70 I'll price the Great Escape for. That's a good deal for you guys. That's expensive, yeah, but it's an Ivan movie. You don't hate me, and it's worth the money, obviously. I don't want to be too expensive and to be too greedy. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Get it only on 4K Blu-ray, only on Amazon. $109.99. The Great Escape. The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, and Ben Affleck. You know, say this week top notch. Yeah, get it only on Amazon. $69.99. You know, say this week top notch. Yeah, man. My company will blow out the water. Yeah, man. Holy shit, I was coming so much. Yes, it's top notch. Yeah, man. I don't talk about the Great Escape much because the Great Escape is not a priority. Zane's is a priority. And I'm much more excited about Zane's than I am the Great Escape. Because Zane's is my special story that I wrote. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece of Zane's, man. Yeah, man. It's a masterpiece. But I wrote some Sarah. Yeah. Last Hope for Zanus. My book is called The Last Hope for Zanus, and we published in 3 volumes. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. But chances are, when I hire Peter or Mel, Peter might tell me, Ivan, you should come up with a name for your 3 movies. Okay, Peter, what's a good name? Okay, what you do for the name? Okay, get Fran, get Guillermo del Toro, get Barry Osborne. I'll get my 7 team together. I'll get George. Okay, guys, help us out here. What is the best name? Help us come up with names for each of the volumes. You all read my book. What's a good name for volume 1? I can't think of a good name. Yeah, I see your point. I can't think of a good name for volume 1. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Peter? I can't think of a good name for volume 1. Hence why I just called Last of Us Zanus published in 3 volumes. So, Sarah, obviously. Whereas Lord of the Rings, even though Lord of the Rings was originally 1 book, but they have to split it into 3 separate books, obviously. Just like my book is 1 story, but it's split in 3 volumes. Ivan, will you sell your book as a box set? No, it'll be 1 book, and the 3 volumes are in the 1 book. That way it's cheaper for you guys. I don't have higher printing costs. So instead of selling in a box set, it's 1 like big red book, and like the 3 volumes are in the 1 book. Like Lord of the Rings, you have book 1, book 2, something like that. Sarah, not Lord of the Rings. When you read the book, it says book 1, book 2. Think something like that. It's like 1 book, and you have volume 1, and the end of volume 1, and the beginning of volume 2, end of volume 2, beginning of volume 3, the end. You got 3 volumes and told 1 story told in 3 volumes. The Last Hope for Zanus. Looking at the best story ever told, the best story ever written, man. Best fast story ever written. It's a masterpiece that I wrote. All the authors around the world will be shocked. Brian Lee Durfee, he's a published author. He's not a big guy, but he's a published author. He wrote The Forgotten Moon, The Blackest Heart, and the Lonesome Crown. Those are his 3 books. I might check them out and read them. Forgotten Moon's his first book. His second book is the Blackest Heart, and his 3rd book is The Lonesome Crown. I recommend you guys check it out. All you fantasy nerds out there, right? Check out his YouTube channel too, Brian Lee Durfee Reviews. Yeah, he has like 17,000 subscribers now almost. I remember when he had like 2,000 subscribers back in 2021, and now he's hit 17,000 subscribers. His channel's growing, man. You know what I'm saying? By the time I release Zanus, Brian Lee Durfee now has like 35,000 subscribers. His channel's pretty big. Now, I remember when this guy was just starting out, he had like 2,000 subscribers, and now he has 17,000 subscribers. Yeah, his channel's growing, yeah.